Hey everyone, this is Dave, aka Finance Guy, and guess what? We're raiding yet another North Temple of Veeshan dragon. We're almost out of dragons. Viam is after this dragon. Oh, well, I should say we're at Nevederia. She's up here. She's with Jorlieg. We killed Jorlieg already. Nevederia is now here. She's kind of a pain in the neck. I'll talk about her in a sec. But yeah, I've recorded every fight except Viam and Vulak. I might not record Viam because he's kind of a pain in the neck, and I don't know the best way to do him with now kind of cheating a little bit, but I might record a video. So real quick, Nevederia has a spin stun AoE, which basically incapacitates you for about 8 seconds, and you can't do anything. Um, she also has a fair share of hit points. She's resistant to magic. You can use disease, cold, poison, or fire, though. So real quick, I'll type /NS big fire, so we use our fire spells, even though that actually isn't her weakest resist. I'd say cold would be better, but we'll go fire. You can. There's a couple ways you can do this. You can hide your healers like right about here. You can also hide your healers behind the fire pot. Problem is just running in the beginning of the fight is challenging because if you're a little bit out of range and you're tanking her, and she calls the zero you, she will flip you around to the other side of her slightly, facing the other direction. So if you're a little bit out of heal range, you just died. So what I do, and it's kind of a hack, maybe this isn't like the best way to do it, but we're going to do it for the sake of this video, is we're going to use the veteran AA. Let's see. Infusion of the Faithful. That's it. And what that's going to do, it's going to max out all of our resists, which will make it almost impossible for her to land her AoE. You could also get your resist much higher using Pure Tone on your bard. You won't max them out probably at level 60. At level 65, you can with Psalm of Veeshan if you're doing it kind of at a higher level. But at level 60, you're not going to max out your resist. As far as I can tell, I wouldn't know how to do it. So that's what we're going to do. And that's basically going to charge in and kill her. We're going to have no complete heal rotation because if the clerics get hit by the AoE, obviously the complete heal rotation wouldn't help. It's an 8-second stun. So I'm going to type infusion, so /infusion, which is a command that E3 tells MacroQuest to tell everyone to use their veteran AA, the infusion AA for the resist. And I'm going to hit it. And you can see everyone kind of power up, boom, boom, boom. And then, and we're going to charge forward. And here we go. I'm going to cast Furious. And, you know what I forgot to do is I forgot to have someone else charge forward because she might rampage. But that's okay. We'll be okay. So we're going to do that. And I'm just going to debuff her super fast. I want no nonsense with her because that spin stun could still kill me if it does hit. It still hits sometimes. It doesn't hit usually. She's slow. That's going to make her phenomenally easier. Get those dots on. Build up some aggro. Assistly did not take hold on. Oh, I don't know. Remember my guys always telling me when dots get resisted. I wonder if she's immune to it. Is she immune to those dots? I'm not sure. Anyway, it's kind of an easy fight when you use the AA. As you can see, my resistor 500. My stats are 255. Pretty tank, all my characters are pretty powerful right now. In fact, the buff is right here. It lasts for 15 minutes. So after this fight, if I finish fast enough, I might be able to run into another dragon. Because I'm recording, the only other dragons I can do would be a dragon that I haven't recorded yet. I'm not really seeking loot. I failed to mention that, I've been through Vex Thal at this point as of this recording. I did beat AHR the other day. Yeah, it was like a 20-something minute fight. Anticlimactic, super easy. But I'll start recording Vex Thal soon enough. While we're killing Nevederia, I can show you my raid setup as you've seen in other videos, but it's a tank group, an off-tank group, 3 caster groups, 3 melee groups, and a spare healer group. And they're kind of all strategically set up so that everyone helps each other, especially in the melee groups. You have like a shaman for buffs. You have the monks they give some kind of bonus to defensive stuff. You have a berserker for offensive things. The beast lords will eventually get things like Paragon, which I think I have Paragon on my beast lords. I just haven't put him in the macros yet. I really should have a necromancer, not 2 in the same group. I should have 1 in one group and 1 in one of the other groups because you can do mind rack and get some more mana back. I just haven't set it up. That's my bad. Been meaning to do that for a long time. There is if you haven't seen the video on the macros yet, there is a video on the macros. Just take a look for it on the channel. You can kind of see what I'm doing. We'll do more of those as time passes because I'm sure there's always going to be more questions. Looks like Nevederia is enraging. I finally put the enraged text in the chat box on chat too, so I can see it. Because the last thing you want to do is kill your tank because the mob enrages. So anyway, Nevederia is about to drop. And again, super easy fight. She's actually really easy if it's not for that AoE. And it's not just because Dave is like tanked like a monster, which he is. His AC is like 1922, and you could probably do this fight with like 1600 if you really wanted to. And his hit points are like 8,000. You probably do this fight with like 6,500. So that's what she dropped. So this is crap. This is like a horrible weapon in my opinion. That's okay. It's not great. And that's pretty good for a ranged item. It has mana preservation if you want to give it to a hybrid character, like a ranger paladin, shadow knight. But it doesn't have mana on it, so I wouldn't really give it to a caster. I could give it to a beast warrior. I think Nevederia's best weapon or best drop is a Cloak of Thorns. This is the warrior best in slot for Velious, and she drops it. Much better than what she just dropped. So I'm going to do loot, but before I start doing loot and showing you guys that, if you like what you saw, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. This channel is actually taken off a little bit. I'm really happy because I started this as kind of a joke after some people in the EverQuest Facebook group got a kick out of like my 30-second video of killing some worms in halls of testing. And I'm like, oh, that's interesting. Like, how do you do that? So, yeah, continue sharing the love. So let's do some loot. Nevederia's claw is going to rot, and I'm just going to close that. So let's look at this metal. I do find slot space neck / only the pipe character, and we'll do priests and casters, and let's see what everyone's wearing. Let's see if anyone's wearing like banded. Is anyone still wearing banded? Or like just something crappy? I got Gary wearing a sapphire platinum necklace, so this is an upgrade for Gary. So I'll give Gary this. I'll go to my stack of characters. I'll go to Gary and get him over to the corpse and take the Metal of Deep Thought and replace what he's got. And then we go back here to Dave, and we got Nevederia's left eye, and we're going to do find spot. I'm going to put it in a ranged slot because it's not a weapon, so it doesn't belong in a weapon slot. And I'm going to do, I wonder if I can I type hybrid? Does that work? No, it doesn't work. Let's try hybrids. Hybrids works. I never tried that before. That's cool. So let's see if anyone has something worth getting rid of. And I think the answer might be no. Is this going to rot? Does anyone find... Let's just do everyone. Does anyone not have a ranged item? I just saw someone go by. Leo doesn't have a ranged item, so I guess this is better than nothing. And it does have mana preservation. So I'm going to give it to Leo. Sorry, Leo, for not giving you a ranged slot all this time. You know, these characters are a good month and a half, 2 months old at this point, I think. And it's amazing how many people are still wearing banded armor. It really is. And other crap. But I guess that's what happens when you box your own raid and you kind of pick the rules. So anyway, that was Nevederia. That was all the loot. And once again, like, share, comment, subscribe. And I will be sending more of these out as soon as I can. Have a good one.